Yo, guys, up? I got the plays for you guys for Monday Night Football. We got two games, so I got two of my favorite plays that we're going to hop into in 1 second. First, before we do, recapping, we have hit in two of the last three Monday Night Football videos on this channel with these two plays right here. Then we just cashed on Thursday Night Football, and we cashed another slip on NFL Sunday. So make sure to drop a like on this video. It helps out a ton. I really appreciate it. Obviously, it's free. It takes 1 second, but I really, really do appreciate it. Every time we get like 300 plus likes, it helps me out so much. So I really do appreciate you guys, and we have been cashing a lot on the channel, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. I post these free pick videos for you guys every single day, whether it's NFL or college football and NBA coming up. So make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we could cash again in this video, but real quick, before we get into those two plays, I need to put all of you guys on. If you've watched my videos before, you already know what I'm talking about, but if you're new, listen up right here. So you got the Chalkboard app right here and the Sleeper app right here. These two apps specifically right now are the easiest and fastest way to make money when it comes to sports betting. So I will leave the links to these apps down below in the description of this video. When you download these apps, just click those links, download it. When you sign up using code GHOST on these apps, Chalkboard right here will give you a $100 deposit match and a free 0.5 square. The one thing I really want to let you guys know about their app, they have an entire page called promo, and when you click on the promo page, it is literally an entire page full of discounts and payout boosts and stuff like that. It's insane. Today on NFL Sunday, this is what it looked like. They had like 6 or 8 different promos. And then on like during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they have different 0.5 squares. It's insane. I have never seen an app have a full promo page. So I'm telling you guys, Chalkboard right now, one of the coolest and one of the best apps to be on right now. So again, the link is down below. Click that link, download Chalkboard using code GHOST, and you will get $100 for free right now and a free 0.5 square. So make sure to do that. And then also Sleeper, another fantastic option. Same exact thing. Link is down below. Click that. Use code GHOST when you sign up. They will give you $20 in your account right away before you even deposit. You literally don't have to deposit. You use code GHOST when you sign up. They put $20 in your account, and then when you eventually deposit, they will still give you that $100 deposit match and a 0.5 free score as well. They also have a ton of promos on their app. They have payout boosts, stuff like that. This is what it looks like on their app right now. So I'm telling you guys, this is the best advice I can give you right now. Sleeper and Chalkboard, they will give you $100 each right now, 0.5 squares, payout boost, discounts, a ton of stuff. So I'm telling you, if you are placing your bets on Sleeper or Chalkboard, or you get on right now, it's pretty much going to be very hard for you to lose money, especially today on Monday Night Football, especially if you're starting out with $220 for free and free 0.5 squares, which you will when you download those apps using code GHOST. So again, links are down below. Just click those links, signing up using code GHOST. And as long as you put in code GHOST before you deposit, you will get all that free money and the free promo. So I'm telling you guys, that is fantastic, because what Prizepicks probably has 1.5 square once every 2 weeks, maybe even if that, and Sleeper and Chalkboard are dropping them every single day. So make sure to get on Sleeper and Chalkboard. With that being said, let's hop into the two plays today. So first play we have, or actually, real quick, let me just tell you guys, since we do have two games on this Monday Night Football slate, there's really only one game I care about. We probably all know exactly what I'm talking about right now. That is going to be the Detroit-Tampa Bay game. Seattle-Houston, it's a cool game, whatever, but, I mean, it could possibly, rain or whatever in that game. I don't know. I don't like that game. The matchup's not as great. This Tampa Bay-Detroit game is by far and away the best game of the entire week. So when you look at this game, the first guy you have to talk about is probably going to be the MVP of this season, as long as he stays healthy. That's going to be Baker Mayfield right here. We're going to go ahead and take him over 242.5 passing yards against this Detroit defense. We all know what Baker's been doing so far this season, especially as of late. These last 3 games, he's at 290, 280, 256. So he's been absolutely dealing. This line at 242 just seems a little bit too low in general, just because of what he's been doing the last 3 games. But not only has he been playing good the last 3 games, and that line seems low, on top of that, this Detroit game, obviously at Detroit, so we're playing in an indoor stadium, which is obviously way better. I love betting the over on pretty much anything when you're playing inside a dome, so I love that right there. But playing against this Detroit defense, they're pretty banged up in the secondary. I mean, they got guys injured, and they have been giving up a ton of receiving yards and passing yards already this season. If you look at their last 4 games, they have allowed 3 different quarterbacks to throw for over 250 in just the last 4 games, including one of those guys being Jake Browning. So if Jake Browning could do it. No hate to him, but I think we all agree Baker Mayfield is way better than Jake Browning. So I do like Baker Mayfield over 242. Also playing lines you're probably going to be losing pretty much the entire game, forcing you to pass. I mean, if he ends up with 40 pass attempts in this game, that wouldn't be totally shocking. But I mean, it's Baker Mayfield and the BUCS, so they could also get this done with 30 pass attempts in this game. But regardless, he's going to be forced to pass against a bad passing defense that's already banged up in an indoor stadium in prime time. I love Baker Mayfield over 242.5. A lot of you guys are probably thinking right now, well, what about his wide receivers? There's a lot of injuries to that BUCS wide receiver group. First of all, I don't really care because he's played with a banged up wide receiver group pretty much the entire time he's been in Tampa Bay, and he's done perfectly fine anyways. But also, he should get Mike Evans back this game. He might even get a BUCS back this game, but even if he doesn't, I think having Mike Evans back and guys like Tez Johnson, Shepard, I think he'll be fine. He still has Cade Otton. I mean, he has Rashad White out of the backfield, so I do think his weapons, especially with Mike Evans coming back, will be good enough to help him go over that 242.5 mark. The second play we got to finish this off is going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown. So right here, he has a lot of really good lines. I mean, 7 receptions. He's either tied or gone over the last 5 games straight. Fantasy score, he's gone over 4 games, but we're going to be taking his receiving yards at 75.5, which he has gone over 3 of these last 5 games. So the one thing about Amon-Ra, when you look at his receiving yards, so far on this year, he is averaging pretty much exactly 75.5 receiving yards. So this is literally just his average, but that number right there alone is kind of skewed already because you can see, I mean, he's one of those guys this season that it's really not rocket science when you're betting on him. What I mean by that is he had 45 yards against a really good KC defense. Totally makes sense. He plays a really bad Bengals defense. Boom, 100 yards. Plays a bad Chicago defense, 115 yards. So now he's playing another really bad Tampa Bay defense when it comes to passing and defending wide receiver ones especially. They are a really bad defense, one of the worst in the league against wide receiver ones. So even though he's been averaging right at 75 yards a game this season, it's not like he's actually been getting right around that number every game. I mean, he's pretty much for the most part either playing a really bad defense and going way over or playing a really good defense and going way under. So he's playing a bad defense here. I'm taking the over. Exactly like this Baker Mayfield play. The last 4 games Tampa Bay has played, they have allowed wide receiver ones to go over this line 3 of those 4 games. So basically both these matchups and both these defenses are giving the overs up on this 75% of the time. So Amon-Ra St. Brown, someone who's already hitting this over about 80% of games this season. I like him to go over again, over 75.5 yards. Again, also that line just seems way too low, especially at home in prime time. I mean, if Goff throws for 250, 300 in this game, I don't think anyone here is going to be surprised. And if Goff throws for 250 or 300, I think Amon-Ra might have 100 plus in this game. It wouldn't shock me, especially with what wide receiver ones have been doing against Tampa Bay. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown to go over his yards. So that's going to be the 2 plays I got for you guys for these games on Monday. Again, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe. Before we get out of here, I will remind you guys one more time, look at Chalkboard right here. I mean, this is the most goated app I've ever seen. When I got on Chalkboard for the first time, it was a few years ago, but I saw this promo page they added about a year ago, and it was the coolest thing I think I've ever seen an app do. Like I mentioned at the beginning, Prizepicks drops a promo probably once every 2 weeks, and Chalkboard's out here with an entire page of promos for you to bet on. So make sure to get on Chalkboard using code GHOST. That way you get a free pick and you get $100 to start off with. And then exact same thing over on Sleeper. You use code GHOST, $120 to start off with and a free square. And they have pretty much the same thing with their promos. They probably have 10 plus promos every single day on their app as well. So highly recommend these 2 apps. Again, links are down below. Click those links. It basically does it for you. But just make sure you have code GHOST in when you sign up. And that way you can get a ton of free money, ton of free plays. You're going to get $220 for free and free plays and promos. So with all that being said, I'm hoping we can cash again on Monday Night Football. Like I said, we cashed 2 out of the last 3 Monday Night Football videos. So we've been doing good in primetime games, hoping we could do it again here with this Monday Night Football 2-man slip. So with that being said, just make sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Go look at our bets, and I'll catch you next video.